Hi everyone, my name is Olga and you're on my channel about cross stitch. I know that I was not consistent at all in filming videos, and it was 3 months since my last one, and I decided that my biggest plan for this year is to be more consistent on my YouTube or just close the channel. I'm not thinking about closing it. I'm trying to get used to it and get used to my new schedule because I have a new one. I'm a pretty routine person, so I create routines for all my situations in life, and I created new ones and now I'm going into it. Okay, what I will show you today. Today would be my wrap-up video of the year. I will show you my previous finishes, winter themed and Christmas themed, because it's time for these pieces to go and have some rest in my storage. And I will show you my finishes I did in that 3 months, and then I will show you my plans. So I will look down because I have 3 notebooks with my notes because I could forget something. So I did 2 challenges, and one of them was my year with the stitching. It looks like that, and you can see, oh okay, so all these days should be green. So the red ones are the days I didn't stitch, and the green ones are the days I stitched. I had 41 finish in the year, and I think 35 of them were from start to finish this year, and almost all of them are fully finished. So I will show you my fully finishes from the previous years first, because it's not many of them, just 2. And first is Mr. and Mrs. Claus by Ragnarok. I will link her below. She's an Ukrainian designer and she's incredibly talented, and I love her patterns, I love her charts. She's just a genius. And so I stitched them last year, and you could see it on my channel, but I just fully finished them in these little pin caps myself. He has a little jingle bell, and yeah, I will show them a little bit closer. They're not complicated at all. The pattern is really logical, really easy to follow, so I could definitely recommend it. And my another previous finish was the Dimensions kit, and I just fully finished it. It was a release of 2021, I believe, and I stitched it last year. I changed the fabric. It's just Jobelin in off-white color, and the flosses from the kit. I'll show you up close. I'm not sure if it's temporary frame because I need to straighten it a little bit and lace it more tightly, but I love it. And then let's follow my list here of my finishes from the end of September, because I think the end of September was the time when I talked with you last time. Okay, first of all, I decided to finish all my long lasting pieces, and these ones are Petunias by Mereshka, and I started it in 2020 and just finished it. It's a temporary frame just to show you, because I prefer to show like that, not just like a piece of fabric. So it needs to be I think in a more rustic frame, but for now it's fine. I will show you up close. It's a lot of color changing. The pattern is not so easy to follow. So I had a lot of adventures with this kit, but it was a kit, and yeah, now it's finished, and I'm happy that this whip is not a whip anymore. It's a finish, and somehow full finish. So Petunias by Mereshka. Then, oh, this one is winter and Christmas themed one, and yeah, it was my oldest ever whip, work in progress, and now it's fully finished. This is the Christmas Tree of Wishes by Cherivna Meats. It's Ukrainian designer and kit manufacturer. It was a kit, and I started it in the beginning of 2020, and it was my oldest whip, but I finished it, and I'm happy that I did, and I fully finished it myself. It's not perfect, but I think it's just enough to be a part of my Christmas and winter decor. So I think it's good enough. It's 16 count Ida, and it's full coverage, all in full cross, no half crosses, just full cross. I think the Mereshka kit was with the full cross too. So, and it was 16 count Ida too. I'm not so good, I'm rusty. I don't remember how to talk about my my pieces, but I will. I think I will do it better, I promise. Okay, after that I finished a chart from Imaginating. The name of it is Merry Christmas Mason Jar. It was a chart by Imaginating, and I used just white Jobelin, 28 count, and DMC, which were called for, I think. So it's black work, it's partly black work, partly full cross, and a lot of backstitch, but all the charts from Imaginating are so easy for me, so I really like that I finished it. It's just a good one. I like it. So my Christmas colors this year were in this palette, so yeah. I finished it, I think, in October, because it was a whip. I didn't want it anymore in whips, so I just sat down and finished it in 3 days, and I'm done. Then was a little, not so little, but still a little for me, like, oh, sorry. It was small for me, kit from Mill Hill. It's not a usual Mill Hill kit. It's stitched on linen. I think it's 28 count, and I used all from the kit. The name of it is Stitched Together. I love the sentence. I love the quilt. Here it has a lot of beads. I think you will see that. It's not so easy to, yeah, here it is. It looks pretty, and it's my favorite theme, like needlecraft, and yeah. I would like to have a wall with all like stitching and sewing themed pieces. Maybe one day I will have it. So it was my next finish. Then I finished this one. It's Turkey Day by Cottage Garden Samplings. It's the part of their like kind of calendar from the 2020, I think, or 2021. I have all of these patterns, all 12 of them, but I stitched the rooster, and now it's a turkey, and he is gorgeous. I love him. It's all gold for threads and some no-name fabric, 28 count I had in my stash. I framed him myself, and I think it's one of my favorite pieces from this year. Okay, Turkey Day, Cottage Garden Samplings. I think I found a new favorite designer, and it's Summer House Stitcher Works. And my next piece is Autumn Provides. I finished it in 4 days. It's stitched on vintage smoky ivory, 32 count, with all called for DMC, and I love it. I just love it. I have all 4 seasons. I started with autumn, and it's my another favorite finish of the year. Yeah, I finished it in November, in the beginning of November, and then I had the biggest finish of the year. I should stand to show it to you because it's Let Love Rain by Teresa Kogut. I hope you see it all. It was my biggest finish of the year. I started it in March or April, so I think the next day I had a book after Teresa released it. So here we are. It's 32 count flex linen by Zweigart, and all called for GMC, except this bright blue on butterflies and flowers, and there it's all called for. Yeah, it's a temporary frame too, because it's big enough and I wanted to show it to you in all its glory. So I think you will forgive me for not so straightening it in the frame. After that, I finished another seasonal Summer House Stitcher Works, and it's Winter Comets. Same fabric, DMC, which were called for. It's just 3 colors of DMC on each piece, and it's just stunning. I couldn't wait to finish another 2. I have spring and summer ones, and I will do it, but we will talk about it in my plans section. Okay, then I finished a cute little pattern my friend did. She's a new Ukrainian designer, and she made the set of traditional Ukrainian ceramic toys. Usually these toys are made on of specific type of clay, and they look like gingerbreads when they glazed. And this is the horse, and the horse is symbol of wealth and strength, and so yeah. And usually these toys are whistles, so here is the hole, and here is the hole in a toy, like an actual toy, and you just could whistle. So it's beautiful. I love it. It's on plastic canvas I had. I love him. He's so cute. So, and I will link my friends' patterns below. They have a little online shop in Ukraine, and you can buy the patterns from her. In this set there is a horse, a bull, a bird, a Bethlehem star, and I think, oh, somebody else, the animal. It's all the traditional Ukrainian toys. And yes, I used the cording. Actually, it's perle thread, but yeah, I love it. It's just a formula, and it's a little hanging. Yeah, love it. Next finish of this year was stitching with the housewives, Rudolph and Mr Claus. I finished it on Christmas Day, on 25th. This stand-up I bought from Etsy, and I will link the shop below. It's a really great stand-up, really well made. It has a little ribbon to just let it stand by itself, and I just laced my piece on a piece of cardboard and just glued it to the stand-up. Cute one. Okay, that was all my finishes. Now let's talk about whips and plans. I think I revised all my whips in November, and I decided to UFO all of whips which had like less than 1,000 stitches on them. And it was my decision because I think my stitching taste is changing. I like more maybe primitive and simpler style patterns more than just something complicated and big, and I decided that I will stick to what I like more, and I UFO it a lot, and for now I have like less than 10 whips, and I will not show you all of them because I have some plans for this year. Most of them are starts. I decided to stitch what I like, and I think that hobby shouldn't be an obligation. So let's talk about my plans. I have some, okay, you couldn't see it, it's there. I have this big cute bag, and I have this basket with my plans, and I will show you whips first. Okay. I think I need my tablet to show you one of my patterns, or maybe two of them. Just a second, hold on please. Okay, my first whip was a start and restart. Then I started it in summer. It's Ragnarok by Long Dog. Oh, okay, no glare there. That's how it looks like. And this is my restart. I started from the center, and I decided that I will do it all in DMC because I started on 20 count Edam, and I didn't like the fabric, I didn't like the floss because I started with the hand-dyed floss, and I don't like how it looks like, so I decided to stick to DMC 939. It's just deep, beautiful blue. So here I am. It's like 800 stitches, I think. So it's a wolf. His name is Fenrir. Yes, I am really into the Scandinavian mythology. So, okay. My next one was started just before Christmas, and this is a kit from Bothy Threads. It's an interesting one. It's on 14 count Ida with a printed background. So actually you stitch just trees and the house and the fence and the snowman. It's not so big. I worked on it like for maybe 2 days, and I have almost one of the stairs of the house done. Almost. I love it so much, and I will continue to work on it in January, I think. I love these kits. I use all from the kit, all the floss, everything. And it's in my Fat Quarter Shop bag. Oh, I think it was loud. Next one, it's just a start too. It's My Big Toe Designs, 10 Commandments. I will show you the picture. I think it's somewhere here, of course. I like My Big Toe. So it's 10 Commandments by My Big Toe Designs. I started it and worked on it just for 1 day. This is my pretty modest start. It's 40 count linen in color flax, just by Zweiger. And I'm stitching that with NPI silks, which are called for. I really love it. It's 1/2, 1 strand of silk over 2 strands of fabric. And I will continue to work on it, I think, throughout the year. We'll see. I really want it to be finished. Sorry for zipping and unzipping, but it helps me to not to make a big mess here. Here is the bag my friend gave me, and I think it's my only one fancy bag, but I'm fine. I like it more. This is Ink Circles Dog's Declaration. I started it on 15th of December on my oldest dog birthday. He turned 4 in December, so I decided to start it for him and for myself, of course. And here is where I am. It's 36 count, just white linen, like no name, I don't know, probably it's Zweiger, probably it's Wichelt, I don't know. So this is my start. It's just 1 day of work, and it's a cold foil Dani cottons, but this color, it's somehow damaged floss, so this floss just shreds. I changed like 5 needles, it still shreds, so I'm thinking about replacing this thread with something from Wix to just feel better when I'm working on it. It's 1/2 on 36 count. Okay, I think, oh, I forgot. Sorry guys, it was my last finish of this year and it's still in my queue snap. It's Girls Night Out by Just Another Button Company. I bought the kit from second-hand market. It has no cover photo, so it's it was 2 days of working, and I finished it just before midnight of New Year's. So here's the last one from 2022. has all the buttons and a lot of wigs dye work colors. So yeah, I forgot about it. So it's 30 count linen in a color grape ice by Wichelt, I think. I could be mistaken, but here it is. Forgot about it, sorry. Okay, let's continue with my plans. Some of them are whips, some of them don't. It's not in a particular order, it's just the orders there in my bags. I use just Amazon ones, it's fine. Okay. This plan, I don't know in what order I will stitch them, but I just want to touch them during the 2023 and probably finish some of them. We'll see. We'll see. This one is a pattern from Nadezhda Nagorna. It's I'm Ukrainian. I started this in honor of my Ukrainian friends. Each and every body of you guys, I love you. And I will show you my progress. It's 36%. And here she is. Sorry for the wrinkles. I didn't iron anything. So I think I will finish her pretty quickly when I just sit down and will work on her. She is beautiful. Okay. I'm trying to zip my bags not so loudly. Okay. My biggest start, it will be a start today. It's New Year's Day, it's 1st of January. And this is Design Works kit, Road 66 Christmas Diner. It's huge. And it's on 14 count Ida, just white because it's full coverage. And here are all the flaws in pretty messy manner, but I will organize them better when I start. It has beads and on it, so all these little lights are beads, bigger and smaller beads. I will start today and we'll see how much could I stitch during the year. I hope I can finish it, but you know me, my plans could change. And yeah, okay. My next whip I already worked on. It's the Fire of Ponytails by Pana. Here is the cover for it. It's a kit. I decided that I will finish it this year. I started it last year. Yes, already last year in 2022. Here is my progress on it. Not too much, but I think I will finish it pretty quickly again if I just sit down and work on it. My another whip I decided to continue to work on, not UFO it. It's a Floral Street by Riolis. It's big, but it has a lot of half stitches which I like and which are faster than just full crosses. And I have a pretty, I think, tiny start. Sorry for the hanging thread, that's how I work. So that's all. I finished one color. And yes, people asked me how I worked on my full coverages, if it's like that, not like high head and something. I don't have any of them heights or something. So it's I work color by color. So I choose the color and then I do all the crosses in this color and then next color and like that. And I have it in my app. It's kind of like Pattern Keeper, but it's Russian version, and it needs an XAD format to be read on this. So my friends help me and convert my paper patterns to these digital ones so I can work faster. This is Floral Street. This is my teeny tiny start. I don't know if I can finish it this year. Probably I will, but my plan is to touch it and work on it a pretty good amount of time. Okay, my next plan for the start is another Riolis kit, and it's Griffon. I already have a dragon from Riolis stitched and framed, and this is a companion piece. I will start it in January. It's a series. You can see it's a dragon, which I have, the unicorn, the magic deer, and the griffin. He's gorgeous, and I will crinkle a little bit, but I will show you. It's on Ida, but this Ida is with a printed background, and this background is great. I like the colors. Look at this print. It will be gorgeous when it's finished. And my plan is to start and finish it this year. It's stitched with the anchor threads. So it's a kit. I really like Riolis kits, and I stitched a lot. I think I stitched more than 1 dozen of them, so this one will be one of the next. Okay, let's continue with the kits, and I have 2 more to show you, and others are patterns. So this one is a pretty crinkly in a pretty crinkly package. This is the magic needle kit, peonies and hydrangea, and it was a gift from my beloved one who I lost this year. This year was not so easy for me. I lost this person, and it was the last gift he gave me, so I decided to stitch it, finish it this year in memory of him. So yeah, I love you, Grandpa. So yes, okay, it's a little bit emotional, but it's a great kit. It's on 14 count Ada, and it's really, I will show you. The colors are great. The colors are bright and cheerful, and every color of it I love. Look at this. Look at these colors. It's DMC floss, and the Ida is really, it's a big piece, and it's a really good color, and it's pretty true in this light. So yeah, today I'm filming during the daylight, which is rare now. You know, it's winter, and winter on Pacific Northwest is just rains. Okay, and this one is kind of, I'm not sure, but this is the kit from Žar Ptica. It's Russian designer and manufacturer. It's a plastic canvas kit. It's magnets, and I'm not sure if I want to stitch them or not, but I put it in the basket maybe I will have time for them. I really like two of them. I like this one and this one more than these two, but when they stitched, they're pretty. My friends stitched it and it's cute, and so yeah, it was a gift too, so I decided to just try it maybe in autumn. It's plastic canvas. Okay, now let's see what I have in patterns. It's a lot, but I hope I will accomplish all of it because I want to. Yeah, just because I want to. Okay, this one is my plan to start. And yeah, all the patterns I will show you now, they all will be starts and whips in 2023, and some of them probably could be finishes. Okay, this is the part of American Trilogy by Twin Peak Primitives. This is Lady Liberty, and I really want to stitch it, and it represents my thoughts about America and my living here, and about my love to this country. It's all about it, and I want to stitch it. I know that it's all DMC colors, and I have a piece of 32 count linen here to stitch it on. It's just ivory, I think, and this is, or maybe it's, so I saw Chrissy, finally a farm girl, stitched that. It's casual light mocha, probably it's called for, I don't know. So not called for, but model was stitched on it, so I bought it. It will be a start, I think, in summer, but probably earlier, I don't know. I already told you that Summer House Stitch Works season will be my whips this year, so it's Spring Awakens and Summer Refreshes. So we have some today. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so it will be to my whips, starts, whips, and finishes this year. I'm pretty sure that I will finish them. I love it. I just love this series. I think it's the best one from the last year, so I will do it. I really like cottage garden samplings, as you know, and I put some of pieces there. I think I put one, but I will stitch two of them. So the first I want to stitch is a First Signs of Spring by Cottage Garden Samplings. I think I'm out of one thread I need for the stems of the flowers, but I think I will take something from my stash. I love this series. And another one I want to stitch, and I have a pattern but I didn't bring it. It's another one from this series, and I think I have a picture of it on my tablet just to show you. I'm sure you already seen that, but it's all my fault. Okay, and I really want to stitch a basket full of love, and I have a pattern, so because I like tulips and I plant tulips every year and I grow them, and I have different varieties of them, so, and I will make a photo when I finish this pretty bunny in my tulips. I think so. So it's my plan. Probably I will stitch something else from this series, A Time for All Seasons series, but I will start with this bird. Okay, next one I want to stitch for me and my husband is a Perfect Match by Silver Creek Samplers. It's a new one from the end, I think it's from Expo. correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's a new expo release the last year. Not so easy to say last year. I always want to say this year. Okay, so I like it and I will stitch it. I have Celine emblem scissor sampler, of course. Everybody already stitched it, or just have it in stash, or just have it in whips. So I think I will start it. The fabric I chose is not code for. I just had it in my stash. It's some pictures, this plus Lugana, and it's like gray purpley color. I think all the colors of this sampler will be great on it. You could see that I prefer Lugana or Jobelan. So the cotton ones, not linen ones, but you know, you never know. But I like Lugana more, so yeah. And my favorite pieces are on Lugana. Okay, here would be my, I think, my start of maybe next 2 weeks. It's Be Kind by Heartstring Samplery. You will see in my plans then that Heartstring Samplery is one of my favorites. For now, I have like many patterns from them. So this is Be Kind, Be Kind Always by Heartstring Samplery. Will be a start and probably a finish this year. It's all fully kitted. It's gingerbread by Pictures is Plus. It's 32 count and it's Lugana. I think all my favorite pieces are on Lugana. Okay, next one I want to stitch is the Town Gossip by Miss Prim. I already have a fabric for her, and it's a companion for my Shameless Hussy I already stitched, and I showed it to you. Yes, I showed it to you last video, so you can just go back and see how my Shameless Hussy was stitched and fully finished. So here's her friend, and I will stitch her. It's a quick stitch. I like Miss Prim's patterns. It's just great. Okay, going closer to the end, I think these two little ones are Snort Stack and Ship Hip by Plum Street Samplers. From all the stocks, they are my favorites, and I decided that I will stitch them on 20 count Ada in the color Salt Rocks by Witchelt. I think it's by Witchelt. I already have it. I have 2 pieces of it, but not here. It's just kitted with the floss. It's all called for, so I kitted it in Acorns and Threads this September, and I think I showed it to you in my last video. This one is for my husband. You Had Me at Pumpkin Spice by Heartstring, and I kitted it with floss, but not with the fabric yet because I couldn't decide which count will I use, but I will. When I was in Acorns and Threads in September, my husband just chose this pattern because he likes pumpkin spice. So I will stitch drum and a pillow, and we will display it in our little coffee table. I thought that I don't have any like spring summer patterns, so I bought this one, Stitching with a Housewife, Priscilla Blaine, and it's Daisy May. And I fully kitted it with the some beautiful green fabric. I think it's 32 count. No, it's 28. It's 28 count, and I don't know which one is that. The code for is the fabric you should dye yourself. I don't want to spend time on that, so I just bought somehow close to the cover photo thing. So yeah, here we go. This one is pretty, it's the thing I wanted to stitch since it was released. It's a Say Coffee Magical Elixir series by Heartstring. And I have a specific, I kitted it up, and I have an interesting fabric for it. I will show you. I have all called for flosses, but the fabric is not linen and not cotton. It's hemp, and it's beautifully modeled. I bought 2 pieces of this, and it's interesting because I never stitched on hemp. I think it's 32 count, so it will be a pretty big piece. At least I will start it. It's not so complicated. I think it's just gorgeous, and I think that I will be able to do that because, well, why not? Why not? You know me, I stitch fast, so probably I will be starting and finish of this year. Okay, we have last 2. One is a kit. It's a kit from Wonderland. I showed you my teapot with a cactus. It's beading, it's all beads. And I told you then in September that I have 2 kits. It was a gift from my friend from Ukraine. So I decided that I will do another one. So I have all the wooden bases here and all the beads. And I will do it. It's a pretty quick stitch. No, it's not the last one, but it's okay. This one is from Sissel's, and it's Mrs. Claus Kitchen. I love Mrs. Claus. It's my one of my favorite themes in stitching. So when I saw this oven, I was sold, and I bought it immediately. And I have all called for flosses. They're not in there because I just received the pattern from 1 to 3 stitch. I never saw that stitched. This is the release of 2021. Never saw this one stitched, but I think she's the cutie, and I will stitch her, and you will admire her. And I have the code for fabric. It's 32 count. I think it's gingham, so yeah, I will stitch on gingham. I have it, so it will be gorgeous. Okay, and I have some patterns I want to stitch. They're in my tablet because it's a digital ones. One of them are dandelions. It's a Russian designer. Oh, I don't remember the name, but that's how it looks. It was a gift from my friend Ira. So, and yeah, I will stitch it. And another pattern I want to stitch is, the name of it is Autumn in Best. And the designer, I will link the designer below. It's Russian designer too, and my friends from Russia just gave me the pattern. For me, it's not Best. Best is somewhere in Europe. I think this is my beloved Pacific Northwest. We have hills and mountains like that. and I like this mug. It's just cute. So it's a digital pattern, and I will do it. Another one was a gift too. Not every witch lives in Salem. It was a gift too. It's a digital pattern. I don't have any fabric for it, but I hope I will find something interesting and stitch it on. Well, I have a lot of patterns. I have just so many of them I want to stitch, but for now I think it's enough with the plans. I know that these plans are not set in stone. I could change my mind. I like both the thread kits, and I'm thinking about starting another one in summer. So it's like in and out, and I think if I will work pretty consistently, I will finish a lot of things. So it's the end of my video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for my returning subscribers. Thank you for all you viewers. I know that my channel lost some subscribers because there was no video in it. I will do new ones. I think every 2 weeks I decided that I will do that. Even if I worked on one piece, I will show it to you and I will talk with you, and I think it would be great. So I will show you my new book of days, all ready for January. Let's begin. Thank you to all of you. Thank you so much. See you in 2 weeks. Bye.